So let's kick it off. Russia hosts versus Portugal. Group A, Portugal 1.95, Russia 4.05. We were talking about that draw, weren't we? Not a surprise that the draw happened again. If I were playing the outright, I would again look to the draw. They are Portugal, king of the draw that we saw in Euro 2016. Alex, let's start with you.
Yeah, I think that Russia, everybody was expecting for them to comfortably win 2-0 over New Zealand. They missed a lot of opportunities to make it 3-4-0. I think that New Zealand is the team not to take any points from this tournament. But Russia with Portugal right now, I think Russia is the type of the match that they need to measure their forces with a big force. Portugal Euro 2016 winners. They made a great match against Mexico in the first one. I predicted also both teams to score in the over 2.5. I think that it will be a classic Portugal match, giving away the possession again and scoring on the break. But I think that Russia is different than Mexico, and they can score also on their own. Of course, Mexico scored, but Portugal didn't play at their highest level. I think it's time for them to play at their highest level. For me, I think that the best combination from this match, simple as that, both teams to score at evens. Incredible. You double our money with both teams to score in this match.
Yeah. You've been reading my emails, Alex.
No way.
Yeah, listen, I think it's an incredible bet. I think Russia at home, we saw them beat New Zealand 2-0. They are obviously Group A underdogs, but I think full of confidence there. They are on their turf. Portugal obviously shown can't keep a clean sheet. Both teams to score. Love that bet. Mr. Martin Green, you're making this a full house?
I think it could well end up both teams to score. Yes, but my actual bet is Portugal to win this one. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think Russia will defend doggedly, and they're very well organised. And Portugal do get off to a slow start typically in these sort of tournaments. But I just think their superior quality is going to shine through. Wasn't particularly impressed with Russia, even though they did beat New Zealand. I thought they didn't play particularly well. I know they're going to benefit from home support, but I still think that going forwards, Portugal should just have too much for them. And I think Ronaldo's going to score. I think he's going to be really disappointed that he didn't get on the score sheet last time, such is his uber competitive nature. So I think Ronaldo to score at any time at 2.1 with 10 bet, and just Portugal straight win. You can get even money with some bookmakers or slightly above it with others. So you can get about 2.03 or something. So that looks good to me.
All right, yeah, I took that Ronaldo. I was disappointed actually that we didn't see him score. Big man, what's your bet for this match, Russia versus Portugal?
Yeah, I got to tell you, I think this is a ridiculous line. I think Russia getting way too much respect in this tournament. They beat a New Zealand team who's downright awful. I mean, I could beat them probably. I feel like I could score a goal against that team. They suck. They're not any good. I mean, Russia's a team that, like Alex said, had opportunities. They weren't able to convert. They did manage to get that 2-0 win, but it was a lot more difficult than I think we all thought it would be. They needed a penalty to do it, if I can remember correctly. I just don't really think – you look at the task they had then and the task they have now, two totally different teams. You have an elite team in the world in Portugal, a much tougher task here. You can basically get them at even money. That's too hard for me to pass up, Natalie. I think Russia's a nice team. Obviously, they had a lot of pressure on them in that first game, but these are two totally different tests here. I think this Russia team's getting a little bit too much respect just because they're the host nation. If we've seen anything in this tournament, it's that no one goes to these games. I mean, there were sparse crowds all over this tournament, and it just goes to show
Big man,
go ahead.
Big man, sorry to interrupt you. Russia, Portugal sold out because they are playing in Russia, and of course that the Russians are coming to see the Euro 2016.
But you know what, Alex? The same thing. I've heard the same thing that Russian fans are going to pack these stadiums, but I saw a lot of empty seats in that game on Saturday. Again,
what do you want it with New Zealand? What do you want it to come with New Zealand? I don't think. Of course, with Portugal they will come. So I think that we should hear also the news sold out for that match.
Okay. I mean, I hear a lot of sellouts in this country. We don't get them. Just because they say it's a sellout, they just want you to think it's a sellout. I don't believe that's going to matter much, though. When I can get Portugal at even money, I'm going to take it. Look, Mexico's a totally different side than what even Russia is. I think Mexico's obviously a much better attacking side. I just don't see a lot in Russia. I'm not really that impressed with this team. Again, I think 35 goals since Portugal won the Euro 2016. I think they get the job done here 2-1. I think they will score, so I think the both teams to score is a good bet. I think this is a 2-1 game. Portugal will do enough to get the win.
All right, so consensus there, Portugal win from Martin and Big Man. Both teams to score from myself and Alex, with Big Man backing up that both teams to score bet as well.